Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is March 25th of 2024. It's Monday, 61 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 degrees Celsius. It's been drizzling on and off it all day long. Another terror attack, or terror from the unknown. Unknown. I took it apart, the maples, because the soil was nice and loose, and I soaked them for an hour in a scoop of beneficial bacteria, the roots, the wild roots, because it's got endo and ecto in there, to see what will help it out. Then I took an old fall pot, and I got that as the front, and I got some soil in there, and I got the perlite on the bottom for drainage. So what I'm going to do, and I don't have my spray bottle. Yes, I do. I'm just going to take some soil and put it into here. And then we're going to situate the house. There's the old house. It's got a lot of wear and tear on it from the winter time. So I think I'll put the house here, just so I know where it's going to be at. And here's the trees. They're soaking. So all I'm going to do is take my fork. Let's get it around here so you can see it better. I'm going to take this and just get what I can out of here. I had to cut these out of the pot because it was just thrown all over the yard. I just stuck it in the pot, as you see in the picture, as you see, just to keep the roots moist. So we're going to go and try to get the big one out first. And there's not a lot of root on there, so I'm not going to cut a lot off. And you can see they're still dormant, which is good. So they'll wake up not knowing what happened to them. So I'm going to take my ironwood tools, because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. You can see the dead one there, but I'm going to cut right above the brain here at a 45. And then I'm going to cut this back. Let me feel with my fingers. And there's like a brain over here, but you can barely feel it. So I'm going to use my needle nose and just cut it there. And then we're going to put the big one here, right by the house, the twin trunk. So we're going to have that one about there. And we got another big one here. You can see the roots on this one. It's pretty good. So this is just to save time. I'm just going to clip off these top ones here. Get that one out of the way. Get this one out of the way so we can establish our root plane. And I think like that is good. And we got a nice established root system. Now this is a little bit bigger one here. So this one we can put closer to the house. This one may be in the front more. But what I'll do is I'll clip this down more. Now we got to find the brain. And there's like an indentation here. So that might be where another brain is at. So we're going to cut it back to here. And the roots, I know we got some long ones there, so we're going to cut these just so we can fit everything in there so they can fan out, just like that. Okay, let's get this guy situated. So let me get a little bit higher clump here. And this one can put it about here. Add some soil to it. Let me get some more soil out. This is just my hand mixed soil from the leftovers. That's like my fast draining. Now the next largest tree is here with a pretty good root system, but it's a little bit skinnier, so we can throw it about here. So we're going to have to cut this back. Here's another piece of the brain here, so I'm going to just drastically cut it to here, because I have a piece of brain there that looks like a brain. And then we're going to cut this root that's going out. So we're just going to cut that one off a little bit, trim these up. There's one coming straight down, so we want to get a nice radial root base, so we'll just cut that one. And I think something like this. And we'll pour a little soil there. Now we got 3 more trees. You're saying, Tom, that's an odd number. You're supposed to have, you're supposed to have not even numbers, but odd. What are you going to do? It's just a forest setting. So this one looks pretty good. So all I'm going to do is prune the root here. Just like that. And we're going to cut this one back to about here. I'm using my ironwood tools because you know nothing cuts wood like ironwood. There we go. And with that crazy root, we can stick it about there. So let's get some soil. Mount it up a little bit and situate it there. Oh, somebody's knocking at the door. And I know who that is. It's Kevin. You think he'll grace us with his presence? I don't know. So now, I got another skinny one here. And the root system, we're just going to snip it a little bit. Get that curved root. And it's a light drizzle all day, but it's going to rain this evening more. So that's all right. So I'm going to cut this one. I can put it about here. So I'm going to cut this one to about here, right above a brain, because it's skinny enough. Now these are maples that I started from seed 2 years ago. So they lasted 2 winters until the terror attack. Now this one I found laying in the ground. The roots were dry, so that's why I gave this a good soaking before I soaked the others. And then I added beneficial bacteria to it. So it's been drastically chewed the top off. So all I'm going to do is cut these roots to about here. And that one looks like a little bit of a lively root. So let's fix this tree up over here a little bit more. Get a little soil on there to hold it in place. And then this one will stick in the corner as the forest is going deep into the woods. Kevin, where are you going, buddy? Ah, he's going out. Here's Kevin. I don't know if you can see him, but there he is trying to get back out the door. He came in and then he's going out again. Go ahead, Kevin. The straw boss is leaving. So, here's what we have. We'll just get these out a little bit like this. And now that we got the house where we know the house is going to be, let's put that there. Get the roots in the best we can for now. And let's get some more soil and let's start putting it in. There we go. And you know what Monday is? Monday is comedy night. Cup of tea and some old-time radio comedy shows. Fibber McGee and Molly, the Bickersons, George Burns and Gracie Allen. Who else we got? Jack Benny. The Great Gildersleeve. There's a whole bunch I can't even remember. So let's get our soil in. Just like that. And then we'll take our chopstick. Yeah, I know the place is still a mess. Get everything into the root zone. Now, the reason I did all this ahead of time is because I don't have fast forward stuff. What you see is what you get on my video. And whatever mistakes I make, well, that's life. Let's get this guy out of the way. I got beneficial bacteria also in Mr. Elephant. So hopefully the bacteria sticks to the roots. Let's get this guy a little straighter. You know, lasting 2 years, at least 2 whole winters, 2 springs and 2 winters. I don't want to lose these guys. Well, Kevin came and he's gone again. You say, time to twin trunks this way. Well, so what? Who says it's got to grow the other way in the forest? The way they grow, it's the way they grow. Something different. Me, I'm still listening to the Bickersons. It's a real husband and wife team, so it's a good show if you check it out. It's just half-hour shows, but they're good. Now this one is this one here in the back. I am going to give it a chop just a little bit like this. Let's see, let me close this. And let's get this in. Push it in. And this is going back outside. I got a shelf in the open greenhouse where the cover blew off. So that's where it's going to go. Let's give this just a little turn here. Later on, if this one develops more than this one, I can always cut it off. And you know what? I might just do that. Let's just make it a single trunk. There we go. I'll just make that a single trunk. Okay, we got this all in. Staggered a little bit. Up. A roly-poly. Now, this is a good fast draining mix. And it's still a little moist, the soil, so I don't have to spray it to get the surface tension out. There we go. This would have been a longer video if I didn't do all this prep work, because this was really something else. Now, before we get anything wetter, some more tongue-tie there. Lipstick, where are you? Maple. Red leaves that and hitting the maple, so we're going to get our maroon lipstick. Hit the tips there. And lipstick works. You know, it's a natural wax. There we go. Just get it on the cuts. Just like that. Cut over here. Perfect. Now we'll get our shoe. I put some gravel in the shoe for our leprechaun's house, or our gnome. But I think we got to raise the house just a little bit in the corner there. So, I know it's a mess. That's why I got the sign, "Bless this mess." I'm trying to work as fast as I can so I don't bore you out of your mind. There. Now these are situated in here pretty solid. So hopefully, where I put it outside, because it's cloudy out, it's on and off drizzle, hopefully that it'll settle in real good. There. There we go. Come on, Mr. Elephant, let's give him some more water. Nothing's running out yet. Gotta water him in real good. I gotta put more water in you, Mr. Elephant. Where is my jug? Now let's get some jug and fill you up. Give you a good soak here. You can get turntables at yard sales, or you can get them in a thrift store. I got this one at TJ Maxx for half price, so that was good. That was many. When I first started out on my videos, well before that too. There, just pat them in. Now, we'll get our house. Put it in like that. Let's get the top wiped. And say, Tom, will them stickers stick on there? Probably not. I sprayed them on with glue, but if they don't, I got more stickers to stick back on there once I clean the pot up. There. And they're pretty good. Nice and tight in there. Now, I sifted some of this gravel. So I'm going to stick it around the back of the house. And then I'll try to get some outdoor sedum because I'm not sticking that other sedum in here because it won't survive the winter time. And just surround the house so our leprechaun has something to walk. Get it in there for his threshold into the house. And then later on when I go to the fish store, I'll get some more gravel. And maybe some other rocks to stick in here. We can make a little path going through to the forest here. You're going to say, Tom, are the trees staggered? Ah, the way the seeds fall, that's where they fall. I did the best I can, and here's a little path to get out of the forest. And on his way to do his shopping or whatever he's got to do. There we go. Just like that. He's standing here by his house. And then I have a rock over here that we could probably stick in over here to break up everything. And when I get some more stuff, I'll put it in here and we'll fix it up again. But there we go. Let's see if this spray bottle works. Yeah, I got a new spray. I forgot where I put it now. The handle, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. So that's why I bought a new one. I just wanted to give it a little squirt so you can see it. And you can see the water drained out already, so that's good. This goes in the garbage. But there you go, there's our finish. Our little house in the forest. An old Mother Hubbard shoe house. Well, right now it's the gnome house. Whoop. Sorry, Mr. Gnome. Let's get you situated in there. Get the gravel pushed down. So don't forget, cup of tea tonight. Put on some old-time comedy shows on old-time radio when radio was radio. And sit back and relax. So there you go. Back of the house, back of the forest, side, everything there. There you go. So you take care, everybody. Have a good day. All the rest of the evening. And one day hopefully we can catch the terror from the unknown and see what the heck's doing all this. So have a good night. Tea. Old time radio. So take care, everybody. Yeah, I got arthritis in the wrist a little bit, but it's good. Take care.